Two Gun Kitty, the Catnip Outlaw here, and we got a review today of the 17 Designs integrated side folding lower receiver. It is a billet receiver. It has some of the features that you see in the other billet receivers and like the Arrow M4 E1 forged receiver. They have the screw already in place for the bolt catch release, so you can just walk it out with an Allen wrench and put it back in to make that easy. You're not tapping. Of course, your enhanced trigger guard is integrated into it. Flared mag well. They have the screw in place where you can pick up the slack on your upper receiver so it doesn't wobble. And most importantly, you got the side folding adapter is built into the receiver. Comes with a oversized buffer, so you do have to get a buffer spring, and you just snap it into place. You got the button on the side, comes apart pretty easy. It will flop. That's one of the problems. It doesn't lock into place. I believe the Laws adapter does. So that would be the advantage of that. The advantage of this is getting it all in one and the price compared to the Laws. You can find these on sale for anywhere between $199 to $299 is the suggested retail. But you see a lot of places have it on sale for $199. Snaps into place. Another problem some people have had with builds is this area right here with the bolt catch release. If you're using some oversized bolt catches other than the mil spec, they've had issues with putting those in. No issues with the mil spec parts I've used. This is a Seekins Precision Ambi Fire Select. Put that on there. The Magpul, I think this is the K Plus grip. Use CMMG parts other than for the Seekins. And then I also come up here, put a Odin Works extended mag release. I like the Odin Works. They look good, function well. Usually you can get those between $15 to $21. The other thing I did not like with this is right here. Let me take that off again and show you. See if I can get it. Is the way they have the screw in nut in there. It just doesn't look clean. A little rough there. Be good if they had something a little better design with that. I think it would be better if it was facing downward where you couldn't see it. It was on that side. It's a little cleaner looking. It's not as rough. So flipping that would have been, I think, a little better. Overall, it's kind of neat. When I first got it, though, I was trying to be very gingerly with how I was closing it, and if you did, it would be it would kind of stop there. It wouldn't snap into place. So I was having to open this up and use my finger to manipulate the little button in there. And someone told me, just slam it and it'll eventually work where it does it smoothly. So now it operates. Put a little oil on that pin in there also to help facilitate it. But once you open and closed it a few times, it goes a lot. Snaps in pretty smoothly. Great idea. Like I said, they clean that up there and make it where it can kind of not flop on you when you turn it sideways. It'd be a real winner. Overall, I'll give it maybe a B. It's not the best, not the worst. I've done a few builds on their other lowers. They're forged and regular billet ones. I can see where people may have some problems with a couple of things, they could probably mill out their receivers maybe a little differently so people don't run into those problems with the bolt catch. But if you can get them at a good price, I think they're nice lower receivers to work with. This one cost me everything, tax and transfer or whatever, $240. So at that price, I was a buyer. I'm not a buyer at $300. If you can get it for, like, I think under $250, it's a decent deal instead of buying the Sylvan Arms and the Laws. But it's neat. It's something. It's good if you get a safe that's kind of getting a little jammed up. It kind of helps you with space. Backpack gun, fold up pretty compact. Get it into a backpack or a truck gun. I was contemplating maybe doing an SBR with it, but unless I know the durability of this, I didn't want to invest in that, doing it as an SBR. Because it would be nice having a short barrel with the folder. But yeah, that's my other concern is this going to be durable? I just don't like the look of how that screws. It just looks cheap. The way if they flipped it up, it wouldn't look bad. But you're seeing that right there, and a little rough. It just gives it a cheap and look to it, and makes me wonder how durable it's going to be long term. If you took this out to a 1,000 round, 2,000 round weekend course, would it hold up? That would be interesting. Well, Two Gun Kitty, signing off.